So CodePool. It's a platform to accelerate open source projects. Before we can really define that, what is open source? Open source is the philosophy that the work done by one can be enjoyed by many. It's free. It's accessible. It is, if there is a solution already out there, you can apply it without having to rebuild the wheel. Most importantly, I think that a lot of us here have used open source projects this weekend, getting our stuff going, and we know our team certainly has.
So I want to show you this number: 96,000 active projects right now in the Drupal community. Imagine that. Many of you guys here have had to work on active things over the weekend, maybe active bugs, active fixes, and you probably wrote them all down in little sticky notes that showed what is where. Imagine having 96,000 things to do. 96,000 sticky notes. It would be overwhelming. You wouldn't also know which ones are actually the important ones, which were the important ones to finish right now. It's a very confusing problem, and that's one of the main issues with the open source community. They're very ambitious and they're very strong, but it's very difficult to find the right things and to get some to move much faster when they need it. Next slide. So the problem is simple. Developers don't have control to get these requests resolved. There are many people in industry, many developers everywhere who have money that they may be willing to spend, but right now there's no system to speed that forward. If I have a library, if I have a gem in Rails, I want to get it done today. There's no way to do that besides posting a request and hoping that someone sees it. So we've thought about this problem a whole lot, and we think we have something that's very simple. There's a very simple and elegant business model, and I'll explain it in one sentence. Users pool money together to help fund projects. And imagine this. Imagine I'm in the Android community, and there's a bug patch, and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting because it's startup weekend and I have 2 days to finish, and no one's getting it done. This will allow me, and I say anyone who does it gets some money. If any of you guys are interested and also care about this, you could put money on it too. And then if anyone finishes it, and Android puts it through, the money is all transferred. So this is our site. We have it running. I suggest all of you visit it the moment we finish the presentation. It's beautiful. It's running. It's using Ajax. We tried using design inspired by some of the sites that we knew that our users would be familiar with, like Stack Overflow, where everything's laid out in a very simple format. And that's really all the site does. It allows people to post issues and to solve them. So I'm going to go into one of them very quickly. And this is what one looks like. It has the money laid out. You can contribute. We use the Stripe API, and I highly suggest it. So the money will go through. But the thing is, you don't get charged unless it's actually finished. So unless it's finished, you don't get charged a dime. So there's very little risk for the user. You could also promote the issue. Because if it's something you care about, you don't want to spend all the money yourself. You want your friends to help, put money in. So you'll just put it on Facebook and Twitter and help promote the website. So finally, the finances are very simple. This is our whole business model on one slide. Pretty much all the money goes to the developer who does it. It's 85%. But we're going to work strongly with these open source sites. They're already very strong communities, they're already underfunded. So we're going to give them 5% of the money. Then 3% is going to go to the credit card chargers and such, and we'll have the other 7% to maintain us.
So we took a look at 54 open source developers, and we asked them a very specific question. What came back was that 76% of them have posted a problem that's never been responded or fixed. Over half are willing to contribute money to get a solution faster, and 84% would be much more likely to work on a project if they knew there was a cash reward. Our plan to go after customers is seed our own projects. We've already done that. There's money on the site. If anyone fixes those problems, you get that money. We're going to reach out, and we already have started reaching out to key opinion leaders. We're going to make sure that people in the community, top contributors, know that this is out there and this is a solution. Focusing on them, since they fix most of the issues anyway, is really a big step. SEM campaign. We know we're going to have a lot of data on it. We want to tailor that so that we can find people when they're looking. This is one of the few instances where if someone has a problem, they're going to keep searching. They're actually going to page 2 and 3 on Google because they need an answer. Limited display odds where we know people hang out. And then most importantly, we think our user base in time will be promoting our product because they're the ones going out looking for those solutions too. Our approach, it was pretty easy. We divided and conquered based on our complementary skill sets. We had people in all facets. Really, we scheduled a lot of meetings to iterate. And I think most importantly is we wanted to build an idea that scaled both now and in the future. So thank you.